It's The Drive with Joed Almeida on IndigoMusic.com.
Good evening and thank you for joining me. You're on IndigoMusic.com. 8 minutes past 6 o'clock. I'm hanging out with an architect. She's an architect, of course, by profession, but I think she might even call herself an environmentalist, someone who's so close to the environment and passionate about what she does with kids, with the entire community around her, how she involved the community, an educator, writer, won so many awards. The recent one, of course, is the India Art Design Architecture Biennale. She was shortlisted among 80 women architects in India, and this happens once in 2 years. I think she deserves a lot more awards for what she does, but I'm sure she doesn't do it for the awards, but for the thrill of it and for the love of the state of Goa. It's finally good to have you here in the studio. Tallulah De Silva, how are you doing?
Great, happy to be here.
I'm really happy that I was supposed to invite you. It's been a while, but I keep seeing your social media feed on Facebook, Instagram. You're busy, but Tallulah's definition of busy is basically
not wasting my time.
Not wasting my time. That's her definition of keeping busy. How have you been? Everything good?
Great, doing the things that I really love. No time to do anything else.
I'm glad that you should be glad, right? That you're getting to do the things that you love, right? It makes you content. It makes you happy as a person, right?
Yeah, I think we have just one lifetime and a lot of passions, and we should do justice to those passions by keeping on doing what we can, more for others than for self.
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that you've been working with the communities, you're part of so many NGOs that work with human trafficking, then human rights as well. That takes a lot of your time. Or do you mud architecture is something that you work with as well, right? So that's something I wanted to speak. There's a carpentry museum. What is that?
Carpentry museum. That's been built at Kudal, which is in Maharashtra. I'm part of the organization now as a board member. And there they're trying the communities. There's a University for Life, so it's a part educational program set up to help children solve problems in the village and therefore learn. That is through education. So the Carpentry Museum has been set up and we are inviting funds to build it in a more natural way.
You work with a lot of kids, right?
Yes.
Is there a genuine decision to work only with, I know you work with adults as well, but kids, because of, how would you define that? What's the reason that you work with a lot of kids? Pure joy.
I think my own influences from my father as a child and walking around with him, roaming around the forest with him was a big influence. And I think I just wanted to tell those stories and share those experiences with not only my children but all children. I think that's what drives me, and you always feel happy when you're around children. And children are more forgiving, so if you make some mistakes, they don't hold you to task.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think kids also, bring out the best in you in terms of even the energy that they send across is absolutely, it's divine. That energy is, what do you call it? I'm not getting the word right now, but okay, let's...
Infectious.
Infectious, yes, of course. That's very infectious, their energy. And it's nice to work with kids for, like you said, they don't even judge you all the time. I mean, like you said, if you make mistakes, I'm sure you're not making mistakes, but if you had to generalize it, working with kids here, is that community of yours growing?
Yes, it is. There are many arms. I work with an initiative called the Traveling Dome, where we try to teach children life skills. So there's a lot of camping, outdoor activities, exploring. I also work with the Kids for Tiger program here in Goa, which is a initiative that was set up by Bittu Sehgal from Bombay.
Yeah.
So that is working with a lot of schools. And then there's the community classroom, which we set up during the pandemic. So we worked with more than 30 children coming from different backgrounds, supporting them with online education and job opportunities, etc.
Wow, that's so much. I don't know how you manage your time. My time management must be like...
I think I'm become good at time management. So
that's Tallulah De Silva. I'm going to play out a stack of tunes and we'll be back. If you want to catch up with her, any friends tuned in right now, I want to say hi to Tallulah as well. Send us a message on 9097100919. Also, if you have questions about the work that she does, even